Hey, Nail Techs, do you ever have a client that is going through a rough time and it seems like the rough time never ends, and you've had this client for years and every time you see them, there's more problems that they've got being dumped on you, and then you take this home, this negative energy, you've got it in you all the rest of your day for the rest of your clients, you're still thinking about the first client's problems. You know, there's got to come a point where you've got to figure out how you want to handle this. Now, the way I did it that worked with kindness and compassion for my client that I love very dearly and I've had for over 25 years or so now, what I did was I prayed about it and I was like, how can I help her, but also help me, because it was weighing so heavy on me. When you start to dread their appointments, you know, like you see their name on your book and you're like, oh my God, they're coming in and I love them as a person, but they're so negative and everything's bad and doom and gloom. You know, what are you supposed to do? So I prayed about it and I had an epiphany and I did it, and this is what worked for me, and so it might work for you. If you don't want to cut them loose and, you know, tell them GTFO, you want to keep them and help them heal in ways that they never thought was possible. So what I did was I got a little notepad and a pen. So my client comes in the door and I'm like, hey girl, and she's washing up and then I'm washing up and I'm like, we're gonna do something different today. And she sat down and you could see the negative face that she had on, and it started to change, like, oh, like, what are we gonna do? I go, I've got this notepad and we're gonna do something totally different today. I said, every time you talk about death, disease, dismemberment, disability, anything like that, anything negative, I'm gonna put a little check mark on this pad, because we're only gonna talk today about good, happy things, things that we need to be thankful for, because I really don't think you understand and realize how much you focus on the negative. So we're gonna do this experiment now. We're gonna do this today. And like I said, anything negative you talk about, we're gonna put a little check mark. We're gonna see how many times. And she laughed and she's like, okay. And I says, okay, give me your hands. I said, now how's your grandkids? What's up with them? Tell me about the oldest. And we took the whole appointment through. It was so pleasant. She focused on what she had to be thankful for, which I think got pushed to the back in her life because of all these other, you know, issues that she was still hanging on to. Towards the end of the appointment, this was so funny, she made it almost through the whole appointment. She goes to wash up at my sink after we're done with her nails, and she starts talking about her deceased boyfriend's dead father, and I'm like, do I need to make a mark on this pad? And she's like, no marks. And I'm like, yay, we made it through the whole hour with no negativity. I tell you, it has been the best thing since. She's not as negative, and I can deal with it. And I don't dread, you know, the thought of taking on her problems weighing on me. And I hope, you know, I think I've alleviated a little bit of her problems too, because sometimes people hang on to things a lot longer than they really need to, and it's not good for their mental health. So I hope that helps, Tex. Peace out.